Hey, busy crafters, welcome to my channel. Welcome back if you're returning. My name is Jessica, and I finally got to go ahead and do this Nutcracker video that I've been wanting to do. Life got in the way, and before you know it, I'm in the hospital spending 4 days and 3 nights in the hospital getting surgeries. But now I'm back, and we're gonna have fun, and we're gonna do this. So here's project number 1. So I love Nutcrackers, I really do. My foyer is full of Nutcrackers. During Christmas, of course, during Christmas, and with everything going on with surgeries and the stuff with my mom, I wanted to do Christmas as well, and so that's why I'm doing the Christmas thing. I know people came at me because they hated the fact that I'm doing Christmas, but it's just my way of trying to keep positive and keep happy without going into a depression. So if it bothers you, I'm sorry, but I'm doing what I have to do to make sure that I don't go insane. So what I did is I went to Michael's and I bought those 2 giant Nutcrackers. They were on sale for $17.99. They're normally $30, $29.99 to be exact, and I got them for $17.99 each, which was a happy dance for me. And I came home and had my husband cut off the tops of their hats because they're kind of rounded. Now what I'm making here is I'm making 2 plant stands because I had to redo my foyer. I don't have the things that I need in the foyer to hold all my Christmas decorations. So what I did is I went and got these 2. Now there's 2 different color greens because unfortunately the first green I ran out of, which was satin hunter green in Krylon. And then this is also Krylon, and I believe this is emerald green. And then I just go ahead and take my paint that is metallic. And my favorite one is this one right here. It's darker, and I just really like the way that one turned out. They both turned out amazing, but this one right here is my absolute favorite. Now, I wanted the edges of the table part to look finished. I didn't want to put ribbon on there, so I had this washi tape. And of course, washi tape doesn't stick to anything, really, including paper. So I just glued it down, and it's still going strong. Now, like I said, this has been like 2 weeks in the making. Things got in the way. And so there you go. I really wish I did have more of the satin hunter green, which is that one right there, but I didn't. And it's okay for the Nutcrackers to be a little bit different. I have Nutcrackers that are creepy and was like, my mom got them at a yard sale like way back, so they're really, really old. And then I have the newer Nutcrackers. I have gold Nutcrackers. I have the traditional Nutcrackers. So them being different is totally fine with me. So now here's on to project number 2. We are basically going to take the same concept that we did with the taller Nutcrackers, and we're just going to do it with the smaller Nutcracker. Now I have a candy jar in my foyer full of Hershey Kisses. The ones that come in Christmas. You have the hot chocolate ones, you have the truffle ones, you have the ones with, the cherry in the middle of it. That is what holds, I have a candy dish that holds all those kind of chocolates in the foyer. And I was like, well, I'm just going to make a candy dish holder. This guy might be a little bit too tall for the candy dish. Who knows? If worse comes to worse, I can always go ahead and put him as a candle holder, a single candle holder, even though I do make some in this video. So same concept. I just go ahead and put some wood glue down, some hot glue, and then I go ahead and paint him. Now, I believe he is painted with satin ruby, if I remember correctly. I'm not quite sure, but it's red. Okay, and it's a darker red. I love the darker reds. I don't like the more tomato reds. I like the more darker reds. And then I just go ahead and take my metallic paint in gold, and I just paint him all around. Now, what I do different with him than I didn't do with the other 2 is I painted the tops. I painted the top of him. I didn't do that with the other 2. And so, yeah, I like the way he turned out as well with the red and the gold. Quite beautiful. For the longest time, my living room, because we had a 12-foot tree in our living room, and it was uniform, It was the gold and the green and the red and all that stuff, and they all just kind of like, mixed together. So here's that with the candy dish, my everyday candy dish on top. And that's why I'm thinking he's a little too tall for a candy dish holder. I will find something for him. Even if I have to make like a little potted plant for him to hold, he will hold something. It just may not be the candy dish. But I like the way he turned out. He's also very cute. And I did not realize that his mouth is wide open, waiting for a walnut to go in there. Yeah, so let me know what you think about these so far. Now, I want to take a moment to thank every single one of my subscribers. I appreciate you guys from the bottom of my heart. And in this video, there is going to be a giveaway. And I will go ahead and talk about that more. And the giveaway is because I appreciate every single one of you guys so much. So here's on to project number 3. Now, this one is also, of course, Nutcrackers. Now, I painted those for a different project, but I wanted to use them for here. And I take this 6-pack of Nutcrackers, and I just go ahead and line them out. Now, I made one of these before I actually filmed it because I wanted to see, and that's why when you see it in the end, there's going to be a hole in one of them because I tried screwing them down because I was going to have a dowel rod in the middle. And then just screw down the top of it to the dowel rod. It split. It was terrible. It was horrible. And it did not work out at all. So this one is the one that actually did work out. Now, that middle guy right there that I'm just now gluing down, you would think he's the one who came out of anesthesia because you can see he's leaning really, really bad. So, it's... I don't know why he's leaning that bad. Like, that is obvious. So if you're ever wondering if your projects are good enough and you don't think they're perfect enough, just remember, I bought this from Michael's, and that guy is leaning so bad that it's not even funny. Actually, it is pretty funny because nothing's perfect, and when you have a project and you did it yourself, it turns out to be absolutely amazing. And don't ever doubt yourself. Just remember that the stores, they sell worse, and we buy them. So I go ahead and have to put a little popsicle stick or a tongue compressor or whatever it is that you want to call it on top of him, just so that, at least the glue would be touching the bottom of the wood. And then I just placed another smaller piece of wood on top because that's all I had. And I really didn't feel like running down the mountain just to go get another piece of wood. So it's kind of, it doesn't match. The top piece is a lot smaller than the bottom piece, and it turns out fine. So there's where you see where there's a little hole in there. And then I go ahead and do it in Krylon Satin White, and I take my metallic in silver. And the silver is a little bit more of the water base for some reason. It was turning out like crackled. And at first I didn't like it, and then I was like, wait a minute, I do want that look. So I did a heavier coat on this one just because I wanted to get that crackled look. And it turned out, excuse me, I'm choking on air. And it turned out pretty cool. So then I was like, it's still not enough. I wanted to do something different. So what I do is I go ahead and take the same method that I did with the first project, and I just go ahead and glue down my washi tape. Yeah. I used to do cards before I got a channel. I was making cards all the time, and so I have a lot of card stock and stuff for card making. I still enjoy doing it. I just haven't had time to actually do it before. And that's where I got all this washi tape. And I decided, hey, not going to let nothing go to waste, because we don't do that in this craft room. We don't waste anything. And so, all you have to do is just, Aleene's Techie glue that bad boy down, and you have a nice border. And you can get so many different things for washi tape. It's amazing. So these are my candle holders, and that is what I'm going to use them for. And yeah, let me know what you think, especially with that leaning guy right there. Like, he's crazy. Like, I think he's on the other side. I don't know. No, that's him in the middle right there. Yeah, he's either, yeah, he's leaning bad. But it's okay. I decided to keep these anyways, and they're not given away, so it doesn't really matter if he's leaning or not. Go ahead and follow me on all my social medias, and if you haven't already, please subscribe. There's a lot of you that watch it but don't subscribe. What are you waiting for? Come on over to this crazy train. Okay, so now on to project number 4. Now this one is a little bit easier, so I tried showing you from start to finish of what I did. So those were already made into stickers. Now Cricut has a wonderful new feature that you can turn your images into stickers, and I was like, heck yeah, we're going to do this. Now, these are the second set of stickers that I made. The first set of stickers I made was for my mom, and it was bumper stickers for the car. I used that the printable vinyl sticker paper that I got from Amazon. Now, it is kind of on the expensive side. I think you get 15 sheets, and it was like $15.99. So that's like $1 a sheet. So it's pretty expensive. So then we go ahead, and there's little Miss Attitude right here. See the printable vinyl? That's it right there. You see it start to come out, and it stops, and then it chucks it at you, because that printer is... See? That printer is terrible. It's gotten paper cuts. Like, I have gotten paper cuts because of that thing. Even my son was all like, what is wrong with this printer? I'm like, yeah, it's demon possessed. It's crazy. It's got a bad attitude. And it chooses when it wants to talk to the computer. Which, my newer computer I gotten, it's doing pretty well with that computer and talking to that one. The other HP computer that I had didn't want to talk to it at all. So I think it was, prejudiced against older technology. But that's just me. That's my idea, I think, because that thing is just, it's attitude. Anyways, moving on from Miss Attitudey McAttitude over here. I go ahead and stick that in my Cricut. And what it was doing is it was showing, or it was scanning the cut lines, which those are those 4 square or 4 corner pieces. This one ended up messing up the green Nutcracker. And so I had to redo the green Nutcracker. Number one, I was impatient and didn't like the ink dry. So that's why I was showing you earlier that I kind of messed up his hair. So he had like black hair on one side and gray hair on the other side. But then the machine went ahead and like cut off that part of the hair anyways. So I had to redo him. So now here we are. We have these 2 hurricane cylinder, whatever you want to call them. They could be vase. They could be, candle holders. We're going to use them for candle holders, and they've been in my stash for probably about 75,862 years. And so now I'm just cleaning up really good because I was like, oh, these will work perfect. And all we're going to do is just stick those little stickers onto the hurricanes. Yeah, this is really easy. From start to finish, it was maybe 15 minutes, probably a little bit more because his hand fell off too. Like the machine cut his hand off, but not his hair this time. So you can see right there, I have to, reattach his little hand. So that's a good thing. And then I go ahead and do the same thing for the other cylinder. And this one right here got stuck and I almost ripped his arm off. These Nutcrackers were having a very bad day. And I just go ahead and pat them down because I didn't want to smear them in case the ink was still wet. So there they are with my red candles in them. And let me know what you think. These are really easy. If you don't have a Cricut, you can buy stickers from the Dollar Tree or any craft store or anything like that. Amazon, Temu. Yeah, you find stickers and you just stick them to the side of a cylinder and boom, you got yourself like a 5-minute craft. Mine was a little bit more because I had to deal with, my Cricut trying to kill the one, he did. Yeah. Okay, so now on to project number 5. Now, this is the one that I'm going to be giving away, all right? So if you are interested in this, I will go ahead and let you know what to do. So what I did is I have this image from Creative Fabrica. Now, what I'm doing is I just go into my Word doc. I go ahead and put insert picture and then this device. I go down to my external hard drive. My husband got me an external hard drive, which was absolutely amazing because now my computer's like, I'm running out of memory. So I go ahead and I pick that from here. Now I get that from Creative Fabrica. I downloaded it, of course. It's on my external hard drive, so I have access to it anytime I want to. I go to my file that's 20-ounce tumblers. And this is a 20-ounce tumbler. It's a 20-ounce skinny tumbler, I should say. Now, what I did there is I showed you the reference that I have. And I have to put in this little corner box right here. I have to put on the top, which is height, I believe, 8.2. And then the width is 9.3, I believe. This screen is really small. Let me see. 9.6, my bad. So 8.2 on the top, 9.6 on the bottom. And then I go ahead and I print it out. Now, I'm not printing out to, Attitudey McAttitudey over here. I'm printing out to my EcoTank 2800. Now, that is an EcoTank, an Epson EcoTank from Best Buy that I actually converted into a sublimation printer. I've had this printer for about 2 years now, and I've never had an issue with it, never had a problem with it. What I'm showing you there is the settings that I have for this printer. And everything has come out vibrant, comes out beautiful. The only problem that I have is if I let it sit for months, sometimes the heads do get clogged. And so I have to go ahead and work probably about a couple hours to try to get them unclogged. So here's the Epson, EcoTank. I have it on extremely high speed. this printer does not print as fast, and it sure in the heck does not chuck the paper out at you trying to cause pandemonium like the HB over here. So it's printing it out. Now, the image on the computer was a lot more vibrant than what you're going to see here. That is okay. That is fine, because this Eco Tank has a special sublimation ink in there. Now, what I use is I use the Hippo, HIIPPO, from Amazon sublimation ink, okay? And then I use Printer Jack's special sublimation paper. Now, some people say that regular, paper works. I myself, because this stuff can be on the expensive side, I myself just decided not to do that and then just go with sublimation paper and sublimation ink. You have to do sublimation ink, regardless, because the heat goes ahead when you bake it or whatever, the heat goes ahead and infuses to the sublimation surface, and that is when the vibrant colors come out. So what happened here was I kind of cut it a little bit crooked, and then that's why I was like, what in the world is going on here? So what I'm using, and I have to pull it tight, so while I'm doing that, and you can't really see on the video that I am like pulling it as tight as I possibly can to make sure that the paper is right up against the cup. And then I'm using my heat resistant tape, and I am taping it all around. Now, a lot of people might say that I'm using a little bit too much tape, that's not necessary. To me, it is necessary because I've only messed up, since I've been doing this, I've only messed up 3 cups in the history of me doing this. And that's because I tried different methods. I tried not, pulling it as tight. You want to pull tight, but not so tight that you rip your paper or you rip your tape. Okay. And then I just go ahead and press it down as far as I can possibly go. Now with this cup, there is no ghosting on it, which is absolutely amazing. And I'm so proud of it, because this cup I do want to give to you subscribers or you viewers. The reason is because I appreciate you guys so much, and this channel will not be what it is if it wasn't for you guys. So that cup, this is the first time I'm ever using a glitter sublimation cup. Now, you can't just go running out there and just buying any type of cup. It has to be sublimation, stuff. So what I'm showing you here is we have the straight cup, which that's what this is. This is a straight 20-ounce tumbler. It is a double insulated tumbler. It will hold your drinks, your cold drinks, for 12 hours, and it will hold your hot drinks for 8 hours. So, and it comes with a straw. So I'm showing you here that I'm waiting for my cup press, to go all the way up to 347. Now with this particular press, it goes up a little bit higher, and then it drops down. So that way it stays at 347. Right here, I should have had this already done, so I was kind of worried that the cup would not be good. By the grace of God, and only by the grace of God, the cup turned out absolutely amazing. And I'm just going ahead and taking it all the way down to where we have 30 seconds left, because when that 30 seconds, for 90 seconds, it's supposed to be in the press, and then you have to unhook it or whatever, open it up, rotate it, the full, and then put it down for another 30 seconds. I'm not going to show you the whole thing. I think you get the picture. But if you have any questions, go ahead and please email me, because I'm more than happy to let you guys know what I do, how I do it. It's no secret. If you have questions, please ask me, and I'll be more than happy to, help you guys along with sublimation. I absolutely love sublimation. It's one of my favorite things to do, and for me, it's kind of relaxing. And so with everything that's been going on in life, because every single one of us is going through something, just find something that you like to do, and then just do it, even if you have to force yourself to do it. Now, right here, I got a sneak peek of it, and I was like, whoop, whoop. And I know you guys are like, intense, like, what happened? There you go. Look how beautiful that cup is. So now, today is Monday, and I'm going to give you let me try to find there it is. Okay, so today is Monday the 28th, all right? If you want to win this cup, I'm going to give you until, Monday the 4th, or Sunday at 12 p.m. or whatever, or 12 a.m. I should say, to put your entries in. Now we're going to try something different because somebody tried to scam me on the last one, and by the grace of God, the rightful owner of the tray got the tray. So here's what we're going to do. If you want this cup, go ahead and email me. My email will be in the description box down below. Email me your name, address, of where you want it to go. Okay, so your name and where you want it to go. Email me all that information. I will put everybody's names into a hat, and then I will pull from there, and I will announce the winner for Monday's video for Monday the 4th. And that's when I will announce the winner. Then I will let you know that your cup is already on its way. So here is the final review of everything. My 2 plant stands, my other stand that I don't know if I for 100% sure that I'm going to be putting a candy dish on there. There's the giveaway cup. Again, if you want that cup, email me your name and where you want it sent. U.S. residents only, unfortunately, because I'm not a millionaire, so I can't send out, that much in postage. So U.S. residents only, email me your name and where you want it sent to. And I will go ahead and pick a name on Monday's video and announce the winner on Monday, November 4th video. So go ahead and do that. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate every single one of you guys. And if you haven't already, please subscribe. And I look forward to you on the next one. Until I see you again, God bless you. Bye.